Well, there's a bloke that doesn't have too long to live. Spent most of the morning drinking vodka and smoking low quality, awful cigarettes. Anyway, I just wanted to give you another idea of how plaskart is on the trains. On the trains, we're just leaving the station actually, there's three ticket prices. And there's Lux, most expensive. The next one down is Coupe, and the third one is plaskart. Now we are in plaskart right now. Lisa did, when we bought the tickets, Lisa was trying to buy Coupe, but I'm not sure that the ticket sellers understood, or maybe there were no Coupe tickets left anyway. I don't know. So we're in plaskart. There's my cup of tea. Hot water is always available on these trains actually, so if if you bring tea bags, coffee, soup, noodles, whatever, there's always hot water available to kind of make them. Anyway, now plaskart, it really does depend on where you are actually located. As you can see, there's two levels. Okay, let me quickly show you this. Okay, so we're in a train carriage, right? So there's the aisle down there, and most of the time there are vendors coming through selling all sorts of things, or there are people on their way to get hot water or go to the loo or go for a smoke. They're supposed to smoke in between the carriages actually, and a lot of people don't, which is a bit of a nuisance, I must admit. Although, come to think about it, I must admit, if I do see somebody smoking in a carriage, I will do my best to give them a bollocking, because it, as you can see, it can affect everybody. I mean, if you've got, somebody coughing here, then that can affect, the whole carriage. I mean, it is a bit of a restricted space. Anyway, so you see the aisle where people walk up and down, and on my side of the aisle, here's my feet. My right foot is still sprained actually, it's still damaged, which is why I intend to spend most of the day as horizontal as possible. But on the left hand side, you've got your three levels. You've got the level under me, down there, then you've got me, and then you've got the top one, which is where that's Lisa's pack. So the luggage is either put on the top level up here, or if you're on the seats that are on the bottom, they lift up, and so the luggage can be put in there as well. So what tends to happen is that if you've got a lower bunk, then you tend to lift that seat up and put your luggage under there. If you're on the middle bunk, then you put the luggage above you, for the most part. Clearly, it is more comfortable getting a bunk at the lower level. Simply because, like right now, I can't sit up. You see, there's only from here to here, so I can't sit up. And so if I want to sit up, then I have to hope that the person below me, which they haven't on this occasion, if they're not using their bed, there's a way of folding up the middle part, which then becomes a table. And if the person's done that, then you would then have the table in the middle, and you'd have two seats either side. But if the table is down, then the whole thing is flat, like that. And that's where the person is lying. So because that person is lying there, then the two seats aren't available, so I can't go down there and sit in one. So I'm stuck up here. I can't sit up here anyway, and there's not enough space. As you can see, right? There's not enough space for the average human, maybe a child could, but certainly not an adult. So that's a bit of a nuisance. So it's clearly better being on the bottom, because then you can sit. You can't see how that lady's sitting. it's much easier. Plus the fact you get a slightly better view at the window, I suppose. Plus the fact you don't have to get up and down. I mean, when you're at this level, and you see those ground beds. Well, that's where you then put your feet. This should be on this side. See? That's where you'd put your feet in order to sort of help you get up and down. Now that's kind of okay for me and most people. I mean, for some people that could be a problem, actually physically getting up to this level by whatever means, you know, they can do. So now we've noticed that for the most part the lower level is the odd number seats. Like that's number 21, and there's 17, and there's 13, and there's 9. So the lower level appears to be, at least on this train, the odd numbered seats, whereas the upper level, the level I'm on, is the even numbered seats. So clearly, if we were able to, when we buy the tickets, and of course there's the language problem, we would buy seats that have got odd numbers, so we can be on the bottom. The problem is with that, of course, is that the later you leave it, the less likely you are to get odd numbered seats, because presumably most people try and get odd numbered seats anyway, because it's better, because you're on that lower level. And that kid's there's got, it's not a water pistol, but whatever it is, he's trying to shoot people. I wish I had a water pistol actually. I'd like, you know, hide behind the pillow and like squish him. Anyway, it's right here. Oh, here's the. Oh, he's just had a fag, right? Good man. At least he's doing the right thing and not actually smoking in the carriage. Anyway, so this is plaskart. You know, it's not the ideal thing. If you do go on this, then try and get yourself a lower level bunk. It's much better. But anyway, such is life.